My name is H.A. Pruitt, and I'm the author of Anathalion and the second book in the Anathalion series, Earthquaking. And today, in this video, I want to just kind of talk about author life and about my life right now, because I want to make a video each week, but this week life was busy, and so I thought it just might be helpful for other authors to listen to another author, because I always enjoy listening to authors talk about the difficulties and struggles and what we do as authors and all that stuff. So, I have been very busy. It's like the holiday season if you're watching this at a different time, like in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and so, you know, you're doing everything in the world, plus you're still trying to market your book and write your stories and just do everything in the world. And we have 4 foster kids, and so there's everything in 4 more worlds to do. We've got an appointment like every day, or a party or something every day. And so it's a lot right now. So I'm making this video the day before I put it up. So I want to tell you about like my author life right now. As far as Anathalion, I want to publish the 3rd book. That's the next one coming next. The 3rd book is the one coming next. But since I got pregnant in August, right now it's December 8th. I got pregnant in like July or August, I don't even know. Since then, first trimester kicked my tail, and I couldn't do anything for like 3 months. Yeah, I was exhausted and sick, and I just couldn't do anything, and so I stopped typing on book 3. I had started, and I had been going really good, and then I just got side-smacked by the first trimester, and I couldn't do anything. So typing isn't really going well. And now, second trimester is being really good to me, but I'm still growing a human, and so I still get really exhausted. I'm still taking care of 4 humans while growing a human, while doing all my other stuff. So I get exhausted at the end of the day. So if I'm not sitting on the floor just making sure the kids don't kill each other, I'm laying in the bedroom just existing. Maybe reading a good book. But, so I haven't typed very much, but I have kept up with my marketing, so that's good. And it's just really hard to keep doing anything when you have that many kids and that much going on in your body, making you so tired all the time. So I haven't done much with Anathalion, but I want to so bad, and hopefully we'll get to a better place at some point, and I'll be able to type more. But I have been writing short stories, and I'm super excited about those. Short stories are kind of easier to do, because for Anathalion I have to sit for like hours. And also, I'm kind of short right now because I'm sitting on a ball, because I can't sit in a regular chair right now. It feels like someone's driving a wedge through my tailbone. If I sit in a regular chair, pregnancy, happy things happen. So I can't sit for long hours and type on Anathalion, because it's just painful. And also your wrists get like inflamed, or whatever they call it. They like puff up, and you have this hormone called Relaxol that relaxes your muscles, and it makes everything like pull apart, and it's weird. So writer's cramp is a very real thing. I can't type or sit for very long without hurting, except on my ball. So the short stories, though, I can talk to text on my phone at short periods of time throughout the day. Like I have 10 minutes and I can do the talk to text and do my short story. And so I've been doing some short stories for Anthologies. For author friends, I have one going with Joanna White, and that's really exciting. That's going to come out in spring, I think, is the projected date right now. I have 2 stories in Effie Jo Stock's anthology, Aphotic Love Anthology, and I'm helping her create the cover, so that's really exciting too. Using my writing talents and using my artistic talents. That makes me really happy and excited. And I'm writing, I haven't been accepted because I haven't turned it in yet, because I'm scared. I'm writing one for Anne J. Hill's Trickster anthology that's supposed to come out in April 1st next year. So I want to turn that one in, but I want to read it to somebody first to know if it like has a twist ending like it's supposed to, or if I just made it up in my head that that's a twist and it's not really a twist. And I have another one that's kind of a secret project. I don't know if the anthologist wants it announced yet, and so I'll just say I'm working on another short story too. So I have lots of short stories, and it makes me happy to be writing and to be working on them, and I can work on them on my phone in short bursts. Anathalion is just such a long story. Working on it in short bursts is just kind of like hard, but the other stories, they're short, and so it's easy to work in short times because I have like 10 minutes and then the bus comes, and 10 minutes and then it's lunchtime, and then 10 minutes and then it's nap time, and schedules. And then I get hungry all the time too. I eat all day, like second breakfast. It's second breakfast. Second breakfast, second lunch, second dinner. Let's have all those meals. But with all of those short stories, I'm in like chats with the other authors, and don't hear me and say anybody's been mean to me. Nobody has been mean to me. Everybody's been wonderful, but just being around a lot of other authors makes me get like the imposter syndrome. And I never really understood what that was while I was working on Anthologies and publishing it and doing everything. I had a lot of scary things happen, but I never got that imposter syndrome until I started working around other authors. Because with Anthologies, I write it purely because, like, I started writing it purely because I just wanted to spend time with God. And that's what it is, writing it. And publishing it isn't something like, I'm not like, oh, I want to be an author and I want to publish. It's just like, God told me to publish it, so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to close my eyes and hope nobody, says it's horrible. There you go, God, I did it for you. And so with Anthologies, it's all about spending time with God and just doing it because God said to do it. And I'm going to do what he says. But with the other stories, when I write them, I still pray and ask God to help me put his message in there. But it's kind of more because I'm like trying to be an author now, and whenever you get around other authors, when you're trying to be an author, you look at them and it doesn't matter what they do and what they say, but you just look at other authors and you're like, oh man, their stories must be so much better than mine, and they're making stickers and they're making like, what are those things called? Aesthetic boards, and they're so on top of it. Like, what am I even doing? Like, you just feel like, what am I even trying to do? I'm not as good as all of them. And I haven't even read their stories, Like, I'm just comparing myself and projecting things, and it's all in my head. And the hormones make it worse, I'll just cry to my husband. I'm like, oh, horrible, they're so good at everything. And he's like, what? But that's what imposter syndrome does to you. And so if you're an author and you feel like that, remember that what you're thinking and feeling about all the other authors looking like they have it all together, they probably don't. They probably feel just like you. Like, what am I doing? I'm writing a story and putting it out in the world. Like, what in the world am I doing? Am I able to do this? We all feel like that. And so don't feel like all these other authors have it together and you don't. We're all just trying to do the best we can. And also, if you get that imposter syndrome, like I said with Anthologies, I don't get it because it's just about that bigger purpose of being with God, and that's all I really care about. And have a bigger purpose when you write. Don't just write to publish, because you'll get burnt out and you'll feel bad and you'll compare and it'll just be a spiral of yucky. But try to keep your focus on that bigger purpose. What are you doing that matters a whole lot more than just publishing a book? And that helps with the imposter syndrome. So I told you about my author stuff, and now I want to tell you a little bit about my pregnancy stuff. I kind of already did, about how the exhaustion just makes it hard to do anything. Second trimester is good. I love potatoes. I eat like 2 to 3 potatoes a day, like whole potatoes. I eat sweet potatoes, I eat white potatoes, I eat roasted potatoes, I eat baked potatoes. No fried potatoes, because I don't like fried things, make me sick. They smell really bad, like worse than usual bad. But fried potatoes and baked potatoes and mashed potatoes. Okay, I'm not done talking about potatoes, but I am for now. But I love to eat. Potatoes are wonderful. And I'm also like obsessing over tomatoes too. No really weird cravings besides peanut butter and tomato sandwiches, but I think that's because I'm eating tomatoes with everything. But I eat a lot of the same thing, like a lot of potatoes, a lot of tomatoes. And second trimester, you feel a lot better than the first trimester. Most people do. Some people are sick through the whole thing, and your poor souls, I'm sorry. But second trimester, you usually have more energy and you're able to do more, but I still hit like that 5 o'clock when my husband comes home and I'm like, I've been doing things all day, I'm done. And I just get exhausted. I just sit and just stare off into space because I'm so exhausted. So I wrote down a few facts and I'm not sure if they're exactly right, but I've been reading a lot of stuff about pregnancy. They send me articles in the little app I have called The Bump. and you have 2 to 4 times as much blood in your body right now. So my face may be kind of red and my hands are kind of red because like I have all this blood throwing through me. And our house is like 60 degrees right now and I'm hot. I should have taken off my hoodie before I did this. But my hoodie says baby house. I'm a baby house now. Yeah, but it's hot right now and that happens in second trimester. I'm so cold natured. Like, I like 80 degrees in summer. I'll have the windows open in summer when it's 80 degrees and I'm like, that's fantastic. And now I'm like, it's 60 degrees and I'm hot. Yeah, so your body's like all over the place. It's like your hormones are like teenage years except like amplified like crazy. And so I'm really hormonal and weird things are happening in your body. And a cool weird fact, your uterus gets 14 times its size. That's another weird cool fact of pregnancy. I'm gonna get huge. My husband wants me to get really, really huge. He says it'll be really cute and funny. I think it will not be fun. But we'll see what happens. And just so many changes are happening with my body. It makes it hard to do things like I want to do things. Like this morning I was trying to give the kids breakfast and I just started crying for like no reason. It's just hard. But now I'm laughing about it. That's what you need to do. You need to laugh about things whenever you're pregnant because there's a lot of weird, difficult stuff, but then you look back at it and you're like, I can laugh about it now, and that helps. And also, I want to let you listen to the baby's heartbeat. I'm going to attach a clip at the end of this video, but I just want to tell you what I'm going to do. My husband, because I kind of got nervous because I wasn't feeling the baby a lot, and everyone's like, are you feeling the baby yet? You know, at like 12 weeks and you don't feel him until week 20, so I freak out a lot. And so he got me this little Peanut Doppler. It's like what the doctor uses at the doctor's office, and they look at this part and it's the screen, and they put this part on your belly. You'll see what I do. They put this part on your belly, they squeeze the little like ultrasound gel on it, on your belly, and then they use this and move it around and they listen, and they can hear the baby's heartbeat. Now this one is not from a doctor's office. My husband got it for me off like Facebook Marketplace or something, and somebody else had used it, so it's been used, and I don't know where it came from, but he got it for like $20. And so the screen doesn't work really well. It'll say the baby's heartbeat is 50 and then like 250 in the same second, but you can hear it and you can hear the beat, and a baby's heartbeat should be between, I think it's 120 and 180 is the right place it should be. I might be a little off, but I think it's around there. And so I'll let you listen to my baby's heartbeat, and then I'll say bye. So thank you very much for watching my author talk, pregnancy talk, my life talk right now. If you have any questions or any comments or just anything you want to say to me, please do. If you want to talk about, what's it called? The Imposter Syndrome or pregnancy or whatever, please do. Put it in the comments. Please comment. Please like this video. Please subscribe. If you're new to this channel, I usually do book reviews and I talk about the Anthologies series and me as an author. So that's what it's more focused on. But like I said, life is crazy right now, so I talked about this. And so thank you very much for watching. Bye. Here's my bump. My bump.